go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Fragrance Du Bois, and this is called Oud Rose Intense. Now, just by the name itself, the Oud Rose genre is overly abundantly oversaturated in the fragrance game. The only way a brand of fragrance of this stature and pricing would have to be a standout in the Oud Rose combo. We have all kinds of flavors in the Oud Rose. Oud being dominant to Rose being dominant to both being on par with its third little child on the side there, Saffron, that always loves to join in and play around in the Oud Rose game. So Oud Rose is a very hard genre to, for at least a fragrance head like myself to actually impressed me, especially with the price point of Fragrance Du Bois. This is a brand that I have tested for 2 or 3. Never really came out. I think the only one, I like the, what was the patchouli one, right? The producer Michael one. It was such a gimmick, but the fragrance itself was actually okay. And I mean okay. Like, there's nothing right now from Fragrance Du Bois that is exciting me about the brand. And the price point has to, honestly. They pride themselves in their ouds, so we're going to see what we get here. They've actually went so far of doing a cease and desist and telling a fragrance reviewer to read a little letter on their YouTube channel because they said there was no oud in the fragrance. That influencer learned his lesson real quick. And well, anyway, I haven't met one yet that is blowing me away. Let's see what this one has to do with a name like that. Kind of has to, right? Right? Now, if you appreciate content like this and a fragrance head like me that doesn't get free bottles from Fragrance Du Bois, which they do, they saturate our social media spectrum with bottles and bottles of stuff. Their poster boy is Demi Rawling. They actually made a fragrance of Demi Rawling. Oh my God, like if if the owners of Fragrance Du Bois and me sat down, the things I would say, because I'm actually writing up something for my YouTube channel about Demi Rawling and her kind of just basically, I've seen the back ends and I've seen some things now. It's a channel that I've ignored for quite a while for good reason, but then someone that has the experience I have, the videos, like, you can't lie on video. And if you're not really good at hiding things, the truth sets you free a little bit. For somebody that knows, on one of her videos, she was like, Acqua di Parma. Something about Acqua di Parma is the only brand that I haven't reached out and they haven't contacted me back. And it's just like, well, plain as day. It's not under her Rolodex, as she said. And I'm like, well, isn't that an interesting thing to say? Now, let's see what Fragrance Du Bois brings to the table here. But if you want a true blue fragrance reviewer, then I'll tell you exactly what it is, because I got this as a Fragflex mega haul. Fragflex.com is not sponsoring this video. They didn't ask me to do these videos. I'm doing tons of videos on my own volition. Why? Because I like doing these. I like shooting videos. I like to give my thoughts on fragrances, and it's on brands that I wouldn't even dare even thinking of spending my own money on. Fragrance Du Bois is a perfect example of that. They do pay me to decant their stuff, and that's what I do. This is sent to me to decant. I get paid to do that. I don't get paid to do this video at all. Now, if that sounds like a reviewer that you're interested in, subscribe, smash that like button. And again, to my diehards, I really appreciate it. These are brands that we should run up the like buttons to have me with the influencers with their smiley, goofy faces going like this. Best Oud Rose combo ever. Much appreciated. So now let's take a look at the note breakdown. Let's see what's in this bad boy. And I see, the nondescript fruity notes up top. We have bergamot, which is in every fragrance. Mid, we got rose, sandalwood, geranium, and amber. And in the base, we got oud. So there's nothing here that is exciting to me as far as the note breakdown. I see the ingredients list. Ooh, Aaron Terrence Hughes would have some fun with this. Is his eugenol's in there for you, buddy? Cinnamol is in there for you. Ooh. So let's, I'm just reading the back of this just to see, it's the UK brand, eh? Yeah, they're from London. So it was released back in 2013, so it has a few years behind it. Hit its 10 plus year anniversary there. Nose is Hamid Muradi Kashani from Parfum de Marly fame. Oh, okay. I'm not a fan of this nose, at least from what I've smelt. I'm not a fan of Parfum de Marly, so kind of goes hand in hand. And Hamid's resume is the bulk of it. That's where his fame came from, was PDM. So not a fan of him, and now they're recycling each other's perfumiers, I see. the, the tip of the spear, eh? All these free bottle brigade brands are just copying each other. So presentation, like Roja Dove-esque kind of thing, very simplistic bottles. This box is jaggered, and is probably the reason why it got returned, as you can see here. And again, you're spending, I don't know how much these are, 4 or 5. I don't know, it might be cheaper than that, but like, this is just, why are you paying money for this garbage? Honestly, it's useless, first of all. And it's not Regal. You can see it's garbage. It's not even great. Yeah, so the Rochabelle does have some hef in it. I'm assuming this is 100. It can't be more than that. It feels like it's more than that, but it's definitely not. There's no way. 3.5 fluid ounces. I've never seen that before, right? Usually it's 3.3, 3.4 for 100 mils. 3.5, okay. Okay, I see you. Fragrance Du Bois. Kappa, always heavy, kind of tacky, but whatever. So oud, rose, intense. Well, it better be oudy, it better be rosy, or one or the other, and it better be intense. And we all know with names, it's going to be neither. It's going to be none. So let's put it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin. Atomizers, you got to give them that really good atomizer. I sprayed my whole front end of my table here and a little bit of my fragrance room. So let's delve into this one. Let's see what Hamid Muradi Kashani has done for Fragrance Du Bois here. Citrusy, fruity thing up top. Nothing super uplifting here. It's not nothing crazy. You know, is it good? Yeah, it's good, but there's nothing hugely vibrant of it. Like, it's not, you know, it has bergamot listed. Yeah, it's got a citrusy appeal, but it's just a standard fruity citrusy opening. Nothing here is shouting. I can't even dissect the fruity notes in here. That's how how standard this is. There's not much on this strip that can tell me anything more. It's just fruity, citrusy, usually on skin. You're going to get a better story on fragrances like this, especially, you know, more expensive stuff. And plus, on skin, it'll develop a lot more and a lot quicker, usually on my skin. Yep, so your standard fruity, citrusy, bergamot opening. A little bit of greens here, a little bit of that green, rosy quality in the middle. So there's your rose. Nothing crazy yet in regards to anything showing me value for the price tag. And there's a little bit of a peppery touch. Yeah. Small touch of sandalwood. A little bit of a vanillic feel. This is still fruity, citrusy. A little bit of a vanillic feel, so it flattened right away on my skin. Like the citruses and the fruits just went, and now it's like a rose, green, rosy. A little bit of peppery touch here, and a little bit of sandalwood, and a little bit of an ambery glow, but it's more vanillic than anything. which are all quite light. Nothing in this perfume right now is screaming, I'm the main player. Nothing in here is screaming, high end rose. As per the name, I was expecting something like that. Sandalwood's just okay. The geranium plays a little bit of a part. This sandalwood and the amber just still okay. There's nothing here that is. There's nothing here standing out. Like, it's boring. It's generic. It's nothing. It's like the best part was the fruity part, but it was super synthetic and it doesn't really have any real personality. Like, I can't tell you if it's a raspberry. I can't tell you if it's an apple. If you're looking for oud right now, as per the program of Fragrance Du Bois, they're so proud of their oud heritage, but oh my, like, you put it in the name and you talk about it all the time. And I'm not saying there's no oud in here, right? Aaron Terrence Hughes, we got to learn our lessons, right? I'm not saying that. I don't care. You can, the brand can send me something and say, yeah, there's oud in here. Sure, there is. Fine. My nose is telling me that the oud is the least prominent note in this whole note breakdown. And I'm getting flashbacks here. I'm pretty sure I said the exact same thing with the other Fragrance Du Bois I unboxed like months ago. I said there's oud in the name, and I think it was oud jaune or something like that. Oud. Like, it was so blah that I can't even remember the name of the one I tested. Oud. It was oud in a color. Yellow? Something? Jaune? I don't know what it was. I don't remember. But yeah, it's the exact same thing. If you're looking for oud, again with this brand, you're not going to find it in this release. It's in the name, and it's in the note breakdown, and it's the one note that doesn't. And don't go in the comments calling me out and saying, Mark, from different regions, ouds can smell fruity. They can. I know. I know. If you don't know me, don't put that in the comments below. I know the ouds, the regions. I know the different scent profiles of ouds. I know a quality oud versus a poor one. I know what a westernized oud is. I'm talking about people, like, if it did show me something like that, it would be, hey, this is Cambodian oud. This is something oud. And it's giving out these facets. I'm not getting any of that. And the typical oud scent profile that people think of is this westernized oud, which is the dusty, woody thing. And you're not going to get any of that. Honestly, the wood in here is sandalwood, and it's minute. It is so minute. It's not even close to being an oud of any sort. Big price with this brand, right? And I'm wondering, like, this brand prides themselves in the oud. I haven't met one yet. Again, I'm still early in my journey with Fragrance Du Bois, but you're putting the name oud in all these fragrances, and I'm coming out disappointed. Like, even the rose is disappointing. Like, there's nothing in here in the name. It is mislabeled. I don't mind a mislabeled fragrance if it's going to be good. If it's mislabeled and it's not even good, I have issues. And I'm having issues with this. I haven't met a Fragrance Du Bois that has a strong in-your-face oud that makes you smile. And I don't mean it has to smell woody. I just mean, like, several facets of oud that you can get in high quality. That high quality ouds will show you different type of things. And they'll do it in different sectors of the fragrance, different time lapse. And this ain't it. It's not making me smile and say, yes, this is a elite fragrance, because it's in the elite price point. It's not even a good fragrance at that price point. It is a disappointing fragrance in that price point. That is exactly what this is. If anybody's hyping this at this price, I'd like to see receipts, first of all. I want to see your receipts. There's no way. Tell me that a fragrance reviewer on YouTube that bought this at retail. I don't mean bought this at discounters, got a free bottle and piping it up. I want to see somebody that actually bought this and went, yeah. And I don't know what the price is of this. These are expensive. That's all I know. And I know that I could think of, this smells like, there's nothing in here that's, and I know it's subjective sense, but I'm thinking, like, There's nothing here. It smells nice. It smells like a perfume. But so does Liz Claiborne's Curve, don't it? At $6 a pop. So at the end of the day, and this just smells fruity on the strip. Like it's just not, that's long gone on here. This is like smooth. And smooth, like, I can't even, like, I don't think this is going to last on my skin. Everything in the note breakdown showed up except for the oud. And that's the second Fragrance Du Bois fragrance that's done that to me. It smells like, you know what? The rose in here in the sandalwood combo kind of reminds me a little bit of Paco Rabanne's 1 million, dare I say. So it kind of smells kind of designerish. But it's super watered down. And I mean like super watered down. Like it not, you know, oh it's more niche like, no, like super watered down version of it. But smell this. If you own this, I don't know. I feel like going to check on social media there and go see if anybody has that correlation that this kind of smells like sandalwood rose from 1 million, and it could be like the 1 million intense or the 1 million absolutely gold, which are more pristine versions of one, less bubble gummy. Like that's where I'm kind of going with this a little bit, but like way more watered down. Of course, it doesn't have the heavy cinnamon that Paco does. So at the end of the day, this is so designerish. It fits in with designer fragrances, to be honest, with a name like Intense, with a name with oud and rose in it, which is an oversaturated genre. This is not even in the spectrum of an oud rose. It's not even. It doesn't have any. I gotta be careful with my words. Doesn't have any pieces of oud that could collect to the rose to make it into the oud rose combo. It's not there. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if their poster girl Demi Rawling actually hyped this bottle with her free bottle and her paycheck and her promise of getting her own fragrance under the brand. I would not be surprised that the tip of the spear of the free bottle brigade would have pushed this product. I'm sorry, but anybody that follows someone like that, this is proof in the pudding right here. Like you may not agree with me, but honestly, there's no way, there's no chance that I would recommend this to any of my subscribers, anybody that I care about. Yeah, maybe if they gave me a big check, I would. Oh, no, I would never. Like, I don't care how much these are. Like, let's go low. Let's go 300. These might be more than that. I'm going Canadian, so let's go 250 American. Let's say this is 250 American. I don't think I'm even close to it, but let's say this is 250 American. Not even close. Cut that in half for 100 mil. Yeah, but even at that price point, there's no personality here. None. You know, like, I don't know if Demi pushed this. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I know she pushed a bunch of Fragrance Du Bois because of said promotional push that she did with them. Yeah, Fragrance Du Bois Oud Rose Intense, a big, it's an unboxing, but holy, you know, unboxings don't tell the whole story. They never do, but they give you chapter one. And if chapter one's a snooze fest, most of the time, some stories do change, but yeah. Yeah, no. So you can find this at fragflex.com, like I did, of course. They do carry Fragrance Du Bois, but you can use my code. I have a coupon code. However, you don't have to buy this fragrance to use the code. It is a code that is a free-for-all code. It is something that they gave me for decanting for them. So it's called, it is TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide at any time. And it can be a small purchase, a big purchase, a mega haul. It doesn't have to be Fragrance Du Bois. It can be. That's a big knock off the price, the 10%. It'll help out quite a bit. Great website to check out a lot of stuff. So Fragrance Du Bois Oud Rose Intense. And again, you know, promo code, yet I bash the ep out of it because I don't care. I'm not paid. There's your difference, right? Um, if the coupon code gave me a kickback of like $20 every bottle I sold, yeah, like I'd be like Big Beard Business. Yeah, Soul Boy is the best fragrance. Big Beard. Demi Rawling, buy Fragrance Du Bois. Uh, all right, now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below about this particular fragrance and the brand, right? I'm new to the brand. I think I've smelled like 4 or 5 now of the brand. If you know a oud-centric release from them, seems hard to find, but I'm sure a lot of you know. I think there's one that everybody talks about that is really good. Like, I mean, people that aren't bought and paid for. Sahara or Sara or something like that, that I might have to check out. I don't know if it's an oud-based fragrance or not, but yeah, I'm always open to brands like this. I don't care if they're part of the Free Bottle Brigade, stuff like that. Show me something that is worth your cash, and I will do a positive fragrance review on it. But that's part of the journey, right? You don't go into a shop and look at this brand like influencers do and just look at all of them and go, they're all good. There's something fishy here, right? So yeah, I can't wait to see the comments below. You can disagree with me as well on this particular scent if you think it's beautiful. It's soft, and I could say positive things, right? I could say it's soft. I wouldn't say it's well blended. I can't say that it's really good quality. Like, that fruity note is, like, the big punch of fruity notes kind of grabs your attention, but it's synthetic. Like, it smells like a designer. And then the rose and sandalwood kind of reminds me of 1 Million. I think it was the Absolutely Gold that was a little more sandalwood, rose centric, but like watered down version, which is not a good thing. Like, that one was actually well built, to be quite honest, for Paco Rabanne. So yeah, this one, no bueno. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Choose your influencer wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.